So, round 14 is closed out with the Tigers versus the Bulldogs just before we do get into this game. I mean, I think I share the same view as everybody else, and that Fox Sports went a little bit overkill on the Adam Dewey situation last week. He was obviously a player in a little bit of turmoil off the back of events in Lebanon, and he was feeling the effects of that to the point where emotions spilled out onto the pitch post-game, and he was absolutely inconsolable. I just think that following him around for 4 minutes talking about how much he's struggling is just really bad taste, to be honest, and I hope to see less of it. They did the same thing with Latrell Mitchell when he was upset in the locker rooms, and then proceeded to make the entire post-game coverage about reasons why Latrell Mitchell could be upset. The game needs to offer players some privacy, and I don't think filming them when you can see them at their lowest point is the way to go.
You know what? You make a great point. I knowingly have to bite my tongue a little bit because I am, I want to work in the sports industry, so I can't be bashing every sports broadcaster there is out there. But you are right. But
right then, so now we will get into the actual analysis of the game. I mean, the Tigers have gone for another shift up. Mbai is back into the centre after the 9 experiment failed absolutely awfully. On a positive, though, Jacob Liddell is back for his first game in over 12 months after that dreaded ACL injury claimed his season, and the rehabilitation has took 12 months to get him back to this position. So congratulations. Enjoy every minute that you're out on the field, and welcome back to the game. As for the Tigers, it's another shift up. Garner comes back into the second row. McIntyre on the bench with Reynolds as well. McKaylee, Lawrence, no Sean Bloor this week. It's just another big change up for them, and you'd hope to see an improved Tigers side this week.
Oh, you absolutely hope so. They've got a point to prove after last week, and we spoke in the last preview about how Manly are struggling. The Tigers have the better points differential. They've got a plus 12. It's the only side outside the 8 that does have a positive points differential, but they're also 2 games out of the 8 at the moment. They need to win, and win a lot from here on out. That being said, I wouldn't mind being able to sing that the Tigers are 9th again. You look at their draw coming up. Obviously, they've got the Dogs this week. I've got them going up in this one. I hope they get up in this one. But again, it's impossible to tell. They've got the Roosters next week, the Panthers in 2 weeks' time. They go to Brookvale to play against Manly. Round 18, they play the Bunnies. They play the Storm in round 19, and then in round 20, they finish off against Parramatta. That is what? 5 top 8 teams in the that might even be 5 top 6 teams in the final 6 weeks. Bunnies are 7th. Who else did I say? Panthers first. Storm. They play the top 4 teams with the Bunnies and the Dogs. They need this win, and they need results to go their way. The Tigers have to come out firing. Jacob Liddell coming back will provide a little bit of structure going into the 9. He is an out-and-out hooker. He's not the Moses Mbai utility man that can just float around and do whatever, although it is handy to have him in that side. But I don't know. The Dogs very well could come out with Jackie Cogger coming into the 7 to partner with Kieran Foran. Garrett Holland in the centres doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. He's not the best of players to have coming in. I would argue that you could go Remus Smith into the centre. I didn't think he played that badly, all things considered, against the Storm. Aiden Tolman's still sitting on the bench. That one, I don't know why, because I think Tolman's one of their best players. But, yeah, I'm going with the Tigers this week. I'll let you take the first dibs on tips, but I definitely have the Tigers getting up here.
Yeah, and I think to the Tigers as well, I think there's a couple of players who are very lucky to still have a Tigers shirt this week. Joey Leilua being one of them. I said last week he had a point to prove, and he did not prove it at all. Didn't come looking for work. threw some silly passes, made some bad decisions. Benji Marshall, awful defensively. I think the Bulldogs will really exploit him if he's still there when it comes to game day. I have a sneaking suspicion, based on media rumours earlier in the week, that Luke Thompson is, quote, not happy at the Bulldogs, that he comes out firing. And I hate when people do that. I hate when media outlets go, team not performing well, just made signing. Okay, we will just say that player's not happy. So Luke Thompson, he's not, you know what? Luke Thompson hasn't replicated his Super League form in, let's be honest, in more tough competition in the NRL. So I see Luke Thompson having a big game. I see Luke Thompson maybe getting over for a try here. So that is going to be my absolute outside shout for this week. I see Luke Thompson going over on an any time. I think you take the Tigers in this one as well. What's the line that they're offering on the Tigers?
7.5.
7.5. Take the Tigers on the 7.5. I am slightly reluctant on that one just because I know that the Bulldogs can be very tough in defence. We've seen it in a few performances of late, but I think the Tigers, with basically the shambles of last week, have to post points, have to impress, and I can see the Bulldogs unfortunately falling victim to that. So outside shout, Thompson anytime, take the Tigers on the line, and yeah, that's going to be mine for that. I'm not going to tip anything else on this one just because I think it has the opportunity to absolutely ruin your weekend.
Yeah, it's I tell you what, mate, 20.75 just for those two legs. You'd be jumping for joy if that one got up. I had absolutely no confidence in tipping in this one. I'm looking, I'm seeing not much. I think I ended up saying what, Leilua last week for a try.
No, I went Joey Leilua. I think you
went Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say Joey Leilua anytime try scorer. I don't have a lot of confidence saying that, but going off your point, he has a point to prove, and I don't know if he has a jersey next week if he doesn't score. So potentially coming up against Carrot Holland, who's a bit of a turnstile in defence. If Joey can get rolling, he's an absolute shout. Luciano at $3.10 is also a shout. So I'm not going to put him on the tipping sheet. However, I do think that if he's the one, if it's his side that lines up against Holland, Luciano at $3.10 is a shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on the Tigers 7.5, but that's going to be it for me on this one. It's not a game that I can give some confident tips on. If you do multi those two together, 4.20.
Yeah. Well, okay, I think that's going to do it there then. As always, gamble responsibly. Anything you are prepared to stake, you are prepared to lose, just bear that in mind. Also, a massive thank you to our sponsors again, RCR Nutrition. Check them out. Head over to their website, www.rcr-products.co.uk. Using code CKM to get 20% off your order. Go check them out. Go show them some love as well as they are helping the channel out. As ever, if you did enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date. And as ever, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for the next one.